Hey y'all, Matt here with Deadman Design Co. And today I wanted to make a quick video going over a few changes I made to our upcoming folding knife, the Elixir. After carrying the knife myself and sending them out for review, I've gotten a lot of feedback and there were a few changes that I wanted to make before the knife went into production. If you've been following along, if you've backed us on Kickstarter, I just want to say thank you and I wanted to keep you guys in the loop. So let's get into it. So the knife on the right is the current prototype and the knife on the left is the new one that I've made changes to. The first change is going to be the stop pin location. The new version, I've moved it further in and further down. I also had to extend the blade stock to meet that new stop pin location, and I'll show you why I did that. So on the original prototype, that stop pin landed right on the edge of that choil, and so if you close the knife and put pressure down on the blade, then it would have a little bit of movement in the blade and it would wedge itself a little further down onto that stop pin. So whenever you would try to deploy it afterwards, the blade would kind of stick because you had just wedged it down, and so that little bit of movement drove me insane. So we moved the stop pin further down and further in, and now it lands right on the center. So there's nowhere for the blade to go once it's closed, and it doesn't affect deployment anymore. Also, as a result of moving the stop pin and moving the blade stock, that rounded nub portion of the blade, I flattened out, and now it matches the angle on the back of the handle, and I think it looks better. The next change is all of the screws that you can see when the knife is assembled are T8s on the prototype, and I've changed all of them to T10s now. The only exception will be the pocket clip screw, and that screw is going to remain a T6. The next change is going to be to the logo that's on the blade. The original logo was this filled in skull. It had really thin detail lines, and on the prototypes I got in, it didn't look clean. It was a little bit blurry. We're going to go to this outline skull version. I think it's going to be cleaner, and I think it's going to be more legible. I think it will also be easier for them to laser consistently. So it's still going to be the skull. It's still going to be in the same place. It's just going to be an outline now instead of that filled in one. The last change I made was to the jimping on the lock bar. On the original prototype, the jimping was a little bit sharp and a little uncomfortable if you were opening it and closing it over and over. The production version is going to still have the jimping on the lock bar, but I rounded out the edges now so that it's a little bit smoother. It's still going to give you that purchase on the lock bar because of the cutouts, but now they're going to be smoother and they're not going to irritate your thumb. All right, well, that's all I have for changes. Everything else is going to be staying the same. And I just want to say that I am honestly stoked to be this far. I didn't think that a drawing I did last year of a knife would turn into a company. If you've been following along on social media, if you've backed our Kickstarter, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'm grateful for all of y'all. I'll be posting more updates as things move forward on here. More soon.